Welcome back, hunters. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to the Hunter Classic, where this time we are on a special map. Welcome to Timbergold Trails. This map is basically North America's big game all in one, because you have grizzly bears, rock mountain elk, timber wolves, mountain lions, bighorn sheep, and cougars. Basically, North America's big game and dangerous game, all in a single map to go after. And for that, I am going to be changing up our loadout quite a bit. Funny thing about the recurve bow after last week, turns out I actually have a level 10 skill using the regular recurve bow. Wait, how did I have two of them? Okay, well, regardless, yeah, so the heavy one I actually don't have much skill with. And we don't need the shotgun, so I'll put that away. Okay, hog squealer, pheasant caller, that we may keep. Okay, you know what, maybe I'll just drop everything in here for now. We'll just start completely over from kind of scratch. I do want to keep the first aid kit because we'll definitely be using it. So to start, I'm looking for the 243. We'll definitely be taking that out with us. And we're going to take the 300, because we need something with some good firepower for what we're going to be hunting. And then, okay, so maybe since we do already have that scope, we'll keep that. And the last one I'll go for is this. No, I don't want the cube, but I just want the regular compound. And I think that has its sight already attached, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, okay, it does have a pin sight, but I don't have any other sights for that, really. I guess we'll see how it goes then using that, but ammo-wise. Okay, so, yeah, I'm going to need to take maybe I'll take 4 stacks of that. I'll take a few of those. And then I need the 300. That is, oh no, wait, that's what I just, yeah, okay, so those. And these are the compound, yeah, okay. So I think that should, I'll toss one away just so I have more there. Okay, collar-wise, I'm going to be looking for elk bugle collar. I'm going to get the deer grunt collar for sure. No moose. I'll get the jackrabbit collar, and that might actually be it for calls. I don't think there's anything else on this map that I need collars for. Yeah, I don't think so. And just checking. I guess I can take along the wind indicator. Not that I've actually ever used. And clothing, I'll stick with what I got, so I think that actually will be the loadout there. Yeah, I do want to try to use archery changed up, because for a lot of the reserve tours I've done, I've only kept to the same. Yeah, it really has just been the one little sight like that, huh? Okay, well, I guess I'll see how I'll do with that. At least the shooting skill is pretty high, so we are going to be starting from the southern lodge here. I do actually have a tent and some hunting towers I put up, though. So, probably either next week or the week after, we'll probably go from the tent. But to start things out, I'll stick to going from the lodges, and we'll see what we come across. This is admittedly the map I probably would debate with Red Feather Falls if it's my favorite or not. I know the last map that I was playing until I took a very long break from the Hunter Classic. Like, it was basically a little bit after Timbergold Trails came out, I think, that I kind of took my years-long break and then only returned to the game to start covering it on the channel. So, however long ago this released to when I started the channel is the length of time I was on break and haven't played the Hunter Classic for. I'm throwing Call of the Wild in there, and I apologize. It's just because, I mean, it shouldn't even be something that's coming up, but it just is for me. But yeah, so that's kind of a little timeline so you guys can figure out how many years it's been that I've been on break and haven't really played the Hunter Classic. I didn't realize, though, that the compound bow that you start with only has the one pin sight to it, so that's kind of interesting. We'll have to see if I should at least be better with that than I was using the heavy recurve. But we'll go out, see what we can come across. Hopefully have a little bit more engagement on this one than Logger's Point. I honestly chalk it up to is just a bad day hunting-wise. There are times you just will have them. It's kind of like how you have regular days where you're just like in a funk or a rut. Just, you don't quite seem to be at your best. You can't seem to pull yourself out of it. So, I'm hoping coming here on to Timbergold Trails kind of warm us up, and hopefully soon we'll kind of get a timeline for when the Halloween stuff is going to happen for the Hunter Classic. Because there have been some interesting things. Admittedly, they sort of been like behind a paywall to really enjoy, so I'm hoping maybe this year's a bit different. I doubt it, but I'll keep watch on that, and I'll hopefully be able to cover a few special episodes of the Hunter Classic that have Halloween to them. I do know sometimes the Hunter Classics is also kind of a little tight for like the time frame for when you can enjoy holiday stuff being active or present. It's not like a few other games where it's like all month you have Halloween stuff or holiday stuff going at time. Hang on, is that another sign? That is another sign. Buried up to the top. I don't know if that's just like, is meant like this has been here so long it eventually got buried or what, but yeah, that's supposed to be another one of those signs. Okay. And actually, what would have been that way? I honestly don't have any idea what would have been that way. Okay, well, again, we're going to head right into the reserve. Try to keep our ears open, see what's going on. There's probably not a lot of calling I'll be able to do to, like, draw animals into us, because a lot of the animals here don't actually have collars for them. I know there are things like the wolves and the cougar probably use the E-collar, but again, I don't have that, and I'm trying to avoid like spending actual money onto the Hunter Classic yet for my return. We have actually been getting some stuff from the like how I've been playing as well, because we've gotten the, I think the Jackrabbit collar was the first thing I opened up, and then I'm up to 4,197, I think, for the current GM. So it's at least saving up for whatever we'll save up to. I'm not really sure quite yet what I'll go for. Right now, it's just, again, slowly save it up and eventually see. Actually, you know what? Maybe if there is this bit of rain going on, I'm just going to try for a bit of a run. Like, I think once I'm starting to get out more into this area by the water, I'll be able to see some more opportunities there. Because, let's face it, it's not exactly best line of sight when you're in an area of forest like this. And I do have to be very careful because, again, a lot of the animals on the roster will give you a butt kicking. They will lay you flat. And I admit, it wasn't exactly the most graceful or intimidating of foes to actually put me on my butt for the first time. It was just the boar last week. That's the thing, too, is as much as an animal looks like it might be stuck, still be very careful. It could easily spring out of that situation in a moment on you, which is what happened to me and what got us kind of flattened down, or got me flattened down by a boar. Not my proudest moment, is it? But we'll see if we can kind of turn things around here. And I don't want to go running too much because, again, there's no telling exactly what's around us, and I don't exactly... I mean, I could probably take something like a shot, kind of play like all the Carnivores mods I do, take a shotgun and a rifle with me, so that way if there is something you need the self-defense for, you've got something packing power for it. But I don't know if I'll kind of hit that threshold yet. So this map, the reason since we still have some time to talk and probably before we'll encounter anything, the loadout I chose for this is kind of what it is, because there are ptarmigans on this map, but I don't think I'll really be like going after them as a focus. I think I'd rather focus on everything else on the map. And the 243 is basically good for everything except two animals, and that's what we're using 300 for. So the 300 is used for the Rocky Mountain elk and the grizzly bears, because, again, there are grizzlies on the map. The 243 is good for the mule deer, the wolves, the mountain lions, the bighorn sheep, and I think that's it, because yeah, I think this is a map that has 7 species to, like, hunt on it. Okay, I think that was just like a woodpecker or something. Just heard like the little trill of that. Yeah, I'm really hoping once we can get a better line of sight out to the water, maybe we'll spot something going around or near it for a drink or that. We'll just have to see as we go about. I almost think this map was one that I really spent a lot of time, or quite a bit of time on for like, oh. Okay, so we got Grizzly first off, and we're switching over to the 300 for that sucker. So it looks like, is it back up towards the second? It is actually quite a ways up the mountainside there. Okay, that should be good for getting a general idea where it might be. Now, I think their compound bow actually would be ethical for the Grizzly. It's just that I don't know if I trust myself to have the skill to get close enough to use it. Like, when it comes to the mule deer or... Wow, yeah, it might just be the mule deer, because I can't actually, like, draw anything else into me. Ah. I was going to say, maybe if I was going to use it on the mule deer or the bighorn sheep, but I don't think there's actually, like, a way to call bighorn in. Okay, so it is still supposedly a ways out going from the mini-map. But maybe what I can do is crouch down and we'll be able to spot it as we're climbing up. Like, it is pretty thick in here. So I think that's actually even too close still. I think I need to be looking more up that way. Because using the topography lines on the map... Seems like, yeah, we just crossed over one, so... I don't know if that would be like up... No, I don't think that's actually up top the slope, so it might be closer than I'm thinking. I'm just not seeing anything like movement-wise that kind of is telling me, okay, that's where it is. Although we are kind of nearing the point it called from. And I'm going to go just for long shots. Like, after the kind of flailing around I did with the bow last week, I'm definitely just focusing on the heart shots from now on. Or, no, the long shots, not the heart shots, not the heart shots. I messed that up pretty good. They're a much larger target. They're about as much of a guarantee as a heart shot is for downing them. Just gotta be pretty cautious here. Oh, okay, so we got the track here. And we'll get to figure out, hopefully, direction from this, too. So which way is the bear going? Okay, so thankfully it actually wasn't coming towards me. So it looks like from that track, if we go along this way, we might be able to start pursuing it. And I think that's what this one is going to be quite a bit of for, like, what I'll be doing on Timbergold, is going to be more track intensive. Okay, so it looks like it was actually kind of going in the direction of the lodge. And these two are pretty close, so I don't know if it actually might have started fleeing at that point or not. It says it got a lot of distance, though. Oh, well, there was a mission completed. Okay, see, now this is where it's kind of Confusing, because it almost looks like maybe it's circling around. Oh! Oh, Lord, okay, it actually got some fair distance out, didn't it? See, this is one of the things where I wonder if I'm overly cautious when it comes to, like, actually trying to get some of these animals. It's like, for the distance, it actually got away from us. Maybe I should only be crouching when I'm... Oh, what did I get stuck on? No, just a few little rocks, okay. Well, at least we got the radius now. So that'll help us kind of get a better idea of, like, distance away it really is. Yeah, maybe I'm crouching a little way too early for when I'm trying to be on the trail. I hope that was just me making that sudden, like, hard sound there. Yeah, see, there are a lot more tracks here. Well, again, I'm gonna kind of focus up here. And now I'm going to crouch down, just because, again, we're starting to close in a bit more to where it was, or at least called from. Yeah, that's a lot tighter of a ring. The problem is, though, this is very thick area. Okay, at least if I get up to the top of this hill, I think we'll get a little bit better view down it. And we'll get some idea more. Not really that I'm going to be using the bow on it. I figure, like, this might be the more, like, safe option for if we are up close and personal against it. Okay, so I should probably be seeing or hearing it soon. Just again, there is so much... Oh! I see movement. There you are. Are you the one who's been calling? Yeah, you are. Uh-oh. She's coming with a vengeance. Okay, thought I might have gotten the lung shot on the first hit, but maybe not. There she goes! Okay, so yeah, those animals being dangerous? Yeah, that's kind of why. Yeah, that's why I want to be kind of cautious. Even after taking the first shot, it was, nah, no, I'm not going down without a fight. Second shot was, no, I'm going down with a fight. Or I am going down without a fight. Yeah, so, okay, so it did get the lungs and heart. At least one of them was. I think the second was probably just like a body shot. Wait a minute, what? So did I must have completely missed with the first shot then. Because it only registers the one. Oh, and mission completed too. Oh, so this is actually a blonde grizzly. I think they have a few different coat colors like the brown bears, or the black bears. No, excuse me, the black bears do. And we'll pull you up here, we'll bring you up here. Yes, I guess I only did get her with the one shot. Dang, I got lucky with getting her then. Because that could have easily gone pretty wrong. Let's see if we can... I was going to say try to spin you around, but now I'm looking at your butt. Well, you know what? If you want to sit that way, then we can sit that way. Let's just spin ourselves around. Our first animal on Timbergold Trails. Quite a sight, too. So we'll accept that. Only 5 GM, so she wasn't really the best one, I guess. you know, that or Grizzlies actually aren't that high scoring for what you'll get, like, reward-wise. I'm just going to, yeah, quickly head back to the trail. Because after those 2 shots, I don't think there's anything that's, like, super close still to us that would get, like, startled with me running. But again, we at least got our first animal. Kind of a little bit of an exciting one, too, when you consider how the Hunter Classic can be sometimes. So yeah, once we get the trail, I think we'll get a better look at the lake, like, to the north of us. And that might give us a better opportunity to see what we could go for. Okay, so it actually doesn't connect directly to the trail. So if we do want to get to the lake's edge, we do have to go through a little bit of bush from the looks of it. But it'll probably be worth it. That'll give us a better sight of what's around, and again, there could be animals at the water's edge. I don't think... Well, I know it's not quite like Call of the Wild, where you can really rely on it as a method to, like, generally almost always find animals at the water's edge. But if nothing else, this will, again, give us a bit of a view range around to see what might be going on. And how I was tracking that, the Grizzly, that's probably what a lot of our time on Timbergold Trails will be like. I don't really have animal calls to be able to bring them into me, so it'll be a lot of trying to just get an initial call or finding a track on the ground, seeing about, like, pursuing from that. That's probably going to make it a little bit more time-intensive, so it's not going to be as many animals per episode, or probably even, like, getting the roster really fleshed out in a few weekends. It might only be 1 or 2 animals per week, or, well, hopefully 1 or 2 per episode. We'll have to just see how it goes. Again, Timbergold, though, is a beautiful place to be, and especially now with, like, it's October around here, or, well, I guess everywhere it's October, really, but autumn's kicking in, so that has a lot of this kind of feel to it. Like, all the leaves have changed colors, or if they're kind of already have changed, they're on the ground now. That's interesting. There's probably something over there, actually. That reminds me of a lot of, like, the Long Dark, where you have, like, crows circling over a kill. So you know what? There might actually be something over there. There is. That's a nice feature to see. That's actually pretty cool to get for our first time here on Timbergold in the series. As if you do hear, like, the ravens calling out and you see them circling, that's probably a marker for something's hunted it, but I don't know exactly what. There's, again, a lot of animals on the map that could actually be, like, what have taken it down. I don't think there'll be anything, like... Oh, that would actually be kind of interesting, is to have, like, animals keeping a claim on the kill. We'll be cautious as we approach. Yeah, it even has, like, a little node for it. So, could be wolves, could have been a bear, might even been a mountain lion, or a cougar. I'm actually not sure what they call them on this map. Because everything has its own, like, different names across places, even if they're pretty close to each other. Like cougar, puma, mountain lion, they're all basically the same animal, really. It all depends more on where they're located that they get a different name. Oh. Okay, it doesn't even tell me anything, it's just like I can clean that up. I was kind of hoping it would have been like a marker to say, killed by mountain lion, killed by wolf, killed by bear or something, but no, it was just the... Oh, well, speaking of bear, we might have our second one here. Okay, so that one is... That's, okay, so yeah, my tracker skill's not high enough to know this gender by calls yet. So, yeah, I'm gonna stay standing and walking for a while. I think one thing is I'm a little too overly cautious when it does come to, like, trying to track them down. I don't know if it'll be towards the road. Probably going to stick to the bush would be my guess, but never know either. It would be a very nice opportunity if it just decides to, like, try to wander across the trail there. Then I can easily just, like, drop flat, get a nice shot, and take that lung out. But a couple of Grizzlies is a pretty nice way to start on Timbergold, actually. I could even say we got a gold Grizzly to start because of the blonde coloring. Okay, I think from right about here I might crouch down, because we are starting to get a bit close in. And again... Okay, no, I don't hear it. I thought for a second I was hearing something else move, but I think it was just us walking. And just because I don't know its path of travel, I don't want to keep walking too close and then find... Oh no, she is basically staying right where she is. Okay. I am very glad I was not walking into this, then. I decided to crouch down where I am. Oh, this might be kind of close to her. Yeah, again, I'm going to just have this out. I'm not really planning on using it to take down a Grizzly. I hear her... Oh, well, there she is. I'm going to be stupid here, aren't I? I'm going to be stupid. I'm going to try to get her with the bow. Oh, really? Okay, well, she's going to keep running. So I'm just going to let her go. I think that was just a body shot, though. I don't think it was actually, like, the lungs or heart. Why did I decide to try going for the bow on her? Okay, again, we're going to crouch. Just be careful. Well, there's my arrow. Can I get it back? Okay. Tell me if you guys spot the problem. Arrow, gap, tree. Some of the hitboxes could definitely be refined when it comes to things, honestly. Oh, that was actually a lung shot. Okay, so she might actually be down a little ahead. Yeah, she got stuck up here. I was hearing... You guys probably heard her coming in, too. I was just trying to figure out where... Okay, how far out and how... What direction do I really need to be watching for her? Oh, wait, intestines? But that one said lung and heart. So did this actually... Oh, there she is. And she is down. So did that arrow actually hit multiple... Wait, how did it hit multiple? Like, this is the stuff where the game really could use some improvement and focus on, because... Okay, what does that say? Okay, see, that says intestines as well. But the first one that I hit said it was a lung's heart. So you telling... Did I get 2 shots in, or did it just count the 1? Yeah, that intestines again. Like, what is going on with her? Ooh, okay, that's pretty far back, so... Yeah, like, this is what I don't understand. Arrow. Hit the lungs. Get it, like... But it didn't hit those, but hit the... How? Like... I don't know how to call that, per se. But I will definitely take a trophy shot because, I mean, we took down a grizzly bear using a bow and arrow. Not exactly something that's smart to do. No, sweetie, come back here. Come back here. I'm gonna have to drag you by your butt, but I'm gonna keep you here. Yeah, I'm kind of proud of that one. Like, it was dumb to do, but it actually did pay off. Okay, so, hun, you're gonna let your butt drop. Try to bring your head around here. Oh, yeah, it looks like she's seen some stuff, hasn't she? There we go. We'll take that. And actually, a nice upgrade from just the 5 we got from the previous one, huh? Oh, that's right. I have elk I could go for, too. Actually, I might even be able to spot them with binoculars. Nope. Okay, so there was an objective completed. Wait, it says there's a... Okay, a lot of foliage doesn't load in there, because, yeah, I can actually see the trail here where I couldn't there. But we're going to pause this episode right here, and then continue next, tomorrow with it, or basically in the next episode. But Timbergold Trails definitely proved to be pretty interesting. 2 grizzlies to start off with. Not too shabby. If you guys did enjoy the video, though, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to leave it all in the comments right down below. I try to respond to any feedback or questions as soon as they come up on the channel. Until I catch you in the next video or episode, survivors and hunters, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.